episode is this?
19.
All right.
And this is Jack Herrera.
I like that name for a podcast.
What?
Jack Herrera.
Jack Herrera?
Yeah, sounds cool. Is it already recording?
Yeah, it's already recording.
So is it Jack Herrera?
All right.
Jack Herrera.
Welcome to episode, what is it?
19.
Episode, 19 of the, which is Odd Pod. That's what it's called, Odd Pod.
With the Odd Squad. Hey, what's the other squad that y'all got?
TBH, Tacos Before Hoes.
So there's this comic book, right? It's Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles. They team up, and that's what it'd be like if Odd Squad and TBS.
Bro, and I be wanting to, my boy.
Crossover episode.
Yeah, one of my boys, one of my homies in TBH, in our TBH squad, Kevin, he's also the one I'm trying to get real woke. And he taking it to it so easily, bro. And I like to at least get him. The other guy, maybe we started to warm him up a little bit, but I think Kevin, we could do the crossover. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You and Kevin.
I was also gonna say, whenever Ed, like if y'all want, y'all could do one without me with Ed. You know,
nah, that'd be weird.
You think so?
I think so. I don't think anything too interesting would be said. We just be conversating about like what's going on in our lives.
Yeah.
You know, but we need someone to keep the podcast format going.
I feel you.
You know, instead of turning into what's up, bro? How you been? You know what I'm saying?
What you jamming to right now?
Yeah, that shit. You know, that kind of shit. You know.
So I wanted to talk about the Jungle Book because you
The
put
movie?
on the actual book.
The actual book, is it way different than the movie?
Very different.
All right, tell
than
us
all the
about it.
movies because there's like 3 different Jungle Book movies.
Since it's so good, let's give the author some credit. What's his name?
Rudyard Kipling.
There you go. The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. All right, Chris.
Man. All right, so these are things that stood out to me. All right, so one of the main things is how Shere Khan dies.
The tiger, by the way.
The tiger, the bad guy, which
oh yeah, he's a bad guy.
in the movie, I don't know how he dies in the movie.
I never seen the movie. Point.
Any of them?
Nah.
No.
There was more than one Jungle Book
Yeah,
movie?
so there's the animated one.
Oh, okay, no. The real one.
And then there's a Disney live action one.
Okay.
And then there was a Netflix Mowgli movie, which is kind of lit. There's no singing. It's just about Mowgli. And I think that one's probably a little bit closer to the book.
Interesting. Have you ever seen any of those?
Nah, I haven't seen any of them.
No. Have you read this book?
I read the book.
So the way he kills Shere Khan in this one, he uses the herd, because after a while he's with the people, with the village, and
The herd of who?
cattle.
The herd of cattle?
Cattle.
This sounds like another movie, huh?
Does it?
How did Mufasa get killed?
Yeah, exactly. By being trampled.
Yeah.
And so he waited. He used the kill of the wolf, his cub friend. Well, she wasn't a cub anymore, but the wolf that he grew up with, and another one. And he had them help him he split the herd in two, and he trapped the tiger was in a ravine, and they trampled him, right? Mm-hmm. And he started skinning that fucker, right? He's dead already. He's like,
cold-blooded.
He had the death of a dog.
But Shere Khan was a hoe. Y'all read the book, you'll see what I mean.
Yeah, he'd been wanting to eat him for
since forever.
He was corrupting the wolf pack.
Yes, there you go. Yeah.
So he had malintention.
Shere Khan's like a
He would also eat people. He was like
he was like a Democrat.
He didn't have what Democrats actually are, not what they act like they are. But he would eat people and shit. He would break the codes of the jungle.
That's a good connotation. Shere Khan is what the Democrats really are. That's their real identity.
And
okay.
All right,
Sorry to get political. Go ahead.
So he kills him, right, and he's skinning him, and then this man from the village comes and he's like, "Oh, so that's gonna be mine. You know, that's a high price for that. I give you a rupee or something." Like, yeah, he laughed. He's like, a rupee. And then he called Keela, come get, and he's like, oh shit. And then he starts thinking, immediately he starts thinking that this kid is magic and evil. And so he's like, just let me leave and I won't do anything. He's like, man, whatever, just let him go, Keela.
Yeah.
He runs back to the village. And
Keela's the wolf, right?
The wolf,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
And he goes back to the village and eventually the story became that he turned into a wolf and all this shit. And the mom, this lady who was taking care of him when he went to the village, she was like, you need to run because they think you're evil. I don't believe it, but you need to get out of here. And he's like, man, if it wasn't for you, I'd have the whole village killed by the wolves. Yeah. But because she was so nice and treated me so kindly, I'll spare them.
He turned out pretty hard, right?
He was a hard-ass gangster, bro.
I mean, yeah, he turned out pretty hard.
And, okay, so he, damn. So that blew my mind the way he killed them because that was never touched on.
In the movie?
In the movies.
Obviously. Too real.
But But yeah, so the laws of the jungle. So the reason you brought this book up was because we were talking about bears, and I was thinking maybe a bear.
Oh yeah, the bear in the movie. Yeah,
Baloo,
yeah.
which is he's a guy who teaches. I mean, if you go to the movie,
and we should go ahead and just say, but the Baloo in the movie is the exact opposite of Baloo in the book. Baloo is not some funny motherfucker walking around singing songs and dancing.
Right. But the only thing good from the movie is that he talks about the bare necessities.
And the song, bare necessities. Yeah.
But he teaches the cubs. He teaches like the rules of the jungle, and then the apes don't have rules of the jungle, and they want to be like Mowgli, but they can't focus long enough to do it, so they take them. And there was no. That's different than the movie too, because in the movie they have like a leader. There's a leader monkey, an ape. But they have no real leader in the book.
Yeah.
It's just chaos. And the snake in the book never wants to eat the kid. In the movie, he wants to eat the kid, she or whatever. Mm-hmm. They just use the snake to help free Mowgli from the monkeys.
Yeah. The snake was like a huge python, like he's 30, was it long as fuck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. OG though, it was already like older, so it was a little wiser.
Yes.
Yeah. Why is it serpents? You know who said that? Jesus.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Heathen? How you not know that? Alright.
I don't know. What's it called? So that was fucking... Oh, the red flower was cool. The fire. But,
Yeah.
I also liked... Because there's different stories, and I thought it was all going to be like Mowgli.
One book about the jungle.
Right.
Yeah, those people. Nah,
The white seal.
Yeah, that was good, right? I know you would dig that. I knew you
the
would
white
dig
seal,
that. Yeah.
The way he found out that the humans were killing his people, skinning them and shit.
Okay, you watched the documentary.
And then he went back to tell his people, and they're like, "Oh, you're crazy."
Yeah, they didn't believe him.
They didn't believe him, bro. And it was foretold that there was going to be a white seal, like this one dude said. And so he spent, instead of getting married, he kept looking for a place where his people could live free without humans. Eventually, he found it. And eventually, he got people to go. He had a fight. He never fought before, but he had to nearly kill some of the older people just to get them to go. They're like, all right, fight us and maybe we'll go.
The older seals, yeah.
The older seals, right? He was
and
like,
the way they fight, the way they described it is pretty mad. Like,
savage,
yeah, bro, man.
And shit. He said he was drenched in blood and shit.
Yeah.
But that right there, when I found out about the trafficking that's going on and all that kind of crazy shit, like,
you felt like a white seal. You felt
right,
like
damn.
And all you want to do was go somewhere where they wouldn't be hunted, bro. All you want to do is go somewhere where.
And all the older people were like, it's just how it is.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Exactly.
But people are so set in their ways.
Yes, sir.
You know.
See, this book was. What year is this book written, sir? Do you remember? Does it say anywhere?
It probably does.
I tell you where to find it. Yeah, I found it in the first few pages. The publishing information right there. What is this?
1963.
There you go. This book is still speaking to people now.
Printed in the United States of America. They don't print books here anymore, do they?
I don't know.
I mean, so then the other one was this little, the weasel, right? Was a mongoose.
Mongoose,
saved a family.
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Ricky Tikki Tavi, which I heard that before, but I didn't know where I heard that from. Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Yeah,
because that's how they talk in French. You know what I'm saying? That's how they
and he uses, he goes to battle with these cobras.
Yeah.
And it's pretty crazy.
It is.
And like at one point after he kills the male who sneaks in and tries to kill the family, he kills the male. He ends up getting knocked out, but then he wakes up and like he's the one that killed him.
I thought he was gonna die, bro. I was like, no, I sacrifice.
And then like the bird, there was a bird, a dude, he was like so happy. He's like, yeah, and he's like, shut up, man. There's still a female out there,
cobra, you know.
And he was trying to get him to help, but the female bird ended up helping. She was like, I got you, and she had to pretend that she was hurt to lure out the female cobra. And then he went and started smashing the eggs because he knew that the eggs.
Yeah, they had that's
it. King cobras.
Yeah, and she's gonna tell him to eat everybody.
And he had one. He kept one to show her and to lead her out. And finally, I don't know how he killed her, but he ended up killing her.
Yeah.
And
the humans basically they respected him. The whole everybody outside respected him, and he's like, and until he died, he protected this area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's pretty badass.
And just thinking like. There's gotta be like animals probably think like there's probably like these battles and shit with animals. I mean, I don't know, maybe, right?
Yeah, Animal Planet has shown some crazy shit, bro.
Bro, I saw this one where like it was like two lion brothers and they ended up having different prides and every once in a while they would cross and they would have to fight for some reason. And they had like beef and shit, but they were brothers and then they had, I don't know, it was weird, bro. It was like the Lion King.
That's what I was gonna say, it reminds me of.
Yeah. So I mean, I recommend people read this, bro. Oh, one more thing.
Go ahead.
They called him Mowgli the Frog, right? And then I saw something online for QAnon that was saying something about the frogs are gonna win, but I was like, what? So I wanted to know, do y'all know anything about like what that means, like the frog or anything?
That's interesting. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I don't know if I hope I screenshot it, but I was like, damn, there's something about frogs and shit. I mean, if you lick a toad, you might get high. I don't know. Frogs are pretty cool. But while I try to find that, did you want to talk anything about the Jungle Book that I might have skipped over? I didn't get to the elephants. No, actually I did. One of the elephants who was like real smart and worked for the government, and he didn't have tusks, but he would still fuck up anybody that had, that did have tusks.
Yeah.
But I didn't finish that one.
Yeah. This elephant grows up too. It's pretty cool. Like, they talk about the whole dance of the elephants. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, bro, and it's an amazing book.
Yeah, it is.
But Puffy, you want to switch to Puffy?
Oh, what do you want to say about him?
He's a shady dude, bro. Ever since what's his name? Shine.
Yeah, he got Shine locked up after Shine apparently, killed the motherfucker for you.
Yeah, he was defending him and shit. And then what's his name? Remember Eminem said like Puffy killed Biggie?
Yeah.
I mean, he said he was joking.
And I wouldn't be surprised. You know how everybody talk about the sacrifices. You know what I'm saying?
And then he kind of forced Nas to do that video. But
they hate me now.
You can hate me now, which is a fire ass track, bro.
It was a fire ass track, but a weird ass video was like they act like they're Jesus and they crucified and shit. And they get crucified and
after that his career goes down.
Yeah, and you got to remember this was right around the time after Nas had wrecked Jay-Z. The streets recognized that Nas was the king of New York. Yeah, he's the king of New York. But remember, Jay-Z was supposed to be the next big, like, they were going to make him what he is now, right? The quote-unquote, the best rapper, you know what I'm saying?
Best rapper alive.
Yeah, all that shit, so they couldn't have Jay-Z walking around with this L on his record. And also,
they wanted him to be as powerful as they wanted to make him.
And also, Nas had another thing too. Not only because he spit more and wrecked Jay-Z, but he was also on the positive tip. Like he was about motivating the kids and teaching people about, hey.
If you have not heard "I Know I Can" by Nas, listen to that shit. That's one of the greatest songs in the fucking world. Rap songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, he was too real, and then what happens? They make him sign to Rockefeller.
And then I remember when they had him do that song with Jay-Z, I was like, man, look at what a bitch they got him, man. They got him doing whatever they
Although
want.
I did now that I realized they called the Black Republicans.
I remember that song too.
Which is like
the beat was kind of crazy, but that song was whack. I mean, that's it. I mean, basically, it was.
Yeah. I mean, Jay-Z's whack, bro. I never liked
Jay-Z's whack, bro.
He's whack as fuck. Jay-Z didn't want to do the song with him.
Jay-Z has like 4 good songs, bro. I hate to say it. I mean, if you on the East Coast, alright, I was raised off of some other shit. I was raised off of some UGK.
But even East Coast shit, it's like Jay-Z's not like Mobb Deep.
Yeah, Jay-Z's not. He's not Ghostface. He's not Wu-Tang.
He's not
Wu-Tang.
What I'm saying?
He's not Immortal Tech from. He's not even like G-Unit style. You know what I'm saying?
He tries to be like Biggie, but he ain't Biggie. Biggie only had a couple albums, and he still ain't Biggie.
Yeah. I heard some shit about Biggie when he was like back in the day when he was around. Like apparently him and Jay-Z had like started freestyling, right? And then Jay-Z had fell asleep for 30 minutes, and when he woke up, Homeboy was still going. Like Biggie was still going. You know what I'm saying? I feel that Biggie was just about making music, right, and like keeping it real. But obviously, Puffy and them, they wanna do other shit. Whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I really think they were all involved with the.
What's that?
Oh, that's chick. From Dallas, boys, from Dallas, Texas. I'm trying to find this shit about the frog, but I don't know. I can't find it. What about you, Roman? What you been studying this past? Did you find anything out about when I asked you about the King of France? Did he kill the Pope? He said, "Give me a week," and I forgot about it. That's cool. Oh yeah, TikTok. Delete that shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Nothing but kids anyway, but still delete that shit if you got it from your phone. Which, I mean, Facebook does the same shit. They don't sell it to China, but they sell our information. Bro, this I want to get this book. I wonder if you have it.
Chaos, Charles Manson, the CIA, and the history of the 60s. I have a book that's just like that though.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'll
Tom
like it.
O'Neill.
I have a book called Sinister Forces. I passed it to Romo, and I told him he should get into it. Now you're getting into how all these people work, the evil people, the MK Ultra shit.
Mockingbird, Project Mockingbird.
Yeah,
MK Ultra, bro. You know that shit right there. I watched. There was this Netflix thing that was really weird about MK Ultra. And
what is that?
it was just the dude that went crazy trying to tell people about it, and he ended up killing himself.
Well, you have to imagine, like, think about it like this. Okay, MK Ultra is basically, if you've seen Hannibal the series, not that movie, not the movies, but the Hannibal series. Shout out to Mads Mikkelsen. You know what I'm saying?
The actor?
Yeah,
great actor.
His Hannibal, homeboy killed it. But if you watch the first 2.5 seasons of that show, which are only 3 seasons anyway, if you watch the first 2.5 seasons of the Hannibal television series, you will pretty much understand how MK Ultra works. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was doing to Will. To Will.
Mind control.
Yeah, and fucking him up, making him think that his memories were not real, making him think he was fucked up, think he was crazy. He would lose track of time. He would have triggers. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, bro. It got pretty intense.
Oh yeah, this 2015, a Fort Hood sergeant pleads guilty in pimping scheme that used female soldiers.
Well, didn't some Texas Army base just get in trouble for some shit
Fort
just
Hood.
this week? Yeah,
Fort Hood just got in trouble.
They been in trouble, bro. They been fucking up, bro. And then somebody sent a message to the mom.
You mean it's not all about the Chargers over there? There's more to it than just getting a Charger?
Charger?
Well,
Yeah, all
they
those,
all get cars?
Yeah, they all get the same fucking car. All those soldiers that go over there, you know, they buy a Dodge Charger, put some rims on it, and that's it.
I went to the Army for this. Bro, they do not care about us, bro. That's the fucking truth, boy. I'm glad I never joined.
What's that? Nah, don't show me.
You're on the detox, bro. I'm surprised at that
Detox.
I know I'm all over the
lifestyle
place.
change, sir.
Right. That FBI thing with the logos came out in 2007.
But maybe it didn't catch any attention because they didn't want it to catch attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's people. We've had this information. Chris is talking about how the FBI put out the whole how to recognize pedophile symbols, and Chris said that's been out since 2007. And we're over here talking about why is that people were just this year we're starting to go because that's probably how they wanted it. You know what I'm saying? I bet you there's a lot of shit we can find out a lot of people. You know, and then we're like, people been knowing. You know what I'm saying?
It's not it's not a secret, but it kind of is.
It's like that movie documentary about the kid who's getting pimped in Hollywood, An Open Secret, or what is it called? Remember that? Remember that thing? You didn't?
Yeah, I remember it. No, I remember the one you had me see on not YouTube, but some other fucking
Vimeo.
Vimeo.
Shout out to Vimeo. Doesn't censor you. Has no regulations over there.
That's what's up.
I wish more people use it. Maybe we should try the Vimeo.
What is that?
Vimeo is another YouTube basically. See, you can't say it like that because it sounds like you're a YouTube fan. It's another place where you can stream videos.
I mean, the good thing about YouTube though, there's still some real shit until they start.
They censor as much as they can though.
Yeah,
Let's admit that. You know what I mean?
Like the documentary, what is it? Out of the Shadows.
Shout out to a documentary, Out of the Shadows. By the
Not
way,
Out of the Shadows.
Let me tell you what YouTube did, bro. Let me tell you what YouTube did with this documentary.
Tell me, bro.
This Out of the Shadows documentary. I'm gonna explain to you real quick. It's a documentary made by this Hollywood stunt guy who's been working in Hollywood for decades, right? And he did a documentary, and because he basically found out about what's going on in Hollywood, the truth, the satanic, cannibalistic pedophiles.
Paul Walker got killed.
Yeah, so he found out he did a documentary, and it's called Out of the Shadows, right? That's what it's called?
Out of Shadows.
Out of Shadows. So, it's on YouTube. But here's the thing. If I go to YouTube, and I type in Out of Shadows documentary, I do not get his documentary, bro. I get a bunch of other documentaries that happen to be called Out of Shadows. If to find his documentary, what do you gotta type in, Romo?
In order for you to find this documentary, you have to type in Out of Shadows and look for the channel. You can't put in Out of Shadows and then try to look for it. Look up Out of Shadows channel.
What's it?
And then it'll
tell them more details. What's the real one look like? Can you look it up on there? Can you look it up on there?
No, I don't have internet access on this thing.
But alright, but on Google it's like that too, bro. If you try to look up anything,
people are like, "What? How you recording on the internet?"
Magic.
We're
on tape deck and shit. You got like this.
Change the tape. Hold on.
On Google, bro, if you try to look up anything, like let's say about Trump or Biden, the first 3 pages are all going to be from people that are against Trump. There's going to be ABC, CBS. You got to really go to try to get something that's unbiased. You have to start. You can't go through the first page, bro. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, bro, because people will go to the first page.
Cause see, I just did it. I went to Out of Shadows and I went to find channels, but there's a lot of channels that haven't even named
It's the first one that you pop up at Out of Shadows. It only has 5 videos. Wonder why it only has 5 videos.
So yeah, the one you want to click on is the one that has. Okay, so I'm looking at. Okay, look, there's one that has 5 videos, one that has one that has one that has 433, one that has 399.
Right?
Yeah, the one you want is the one that has 5 videos, and right now it has 259,000 subscribers. So you're gonna click on that, the channel. And it'll be right there. Like, Out of Shadows Official is the video. It's an hour and 17 minutes. That's the legit documentary.
And then they break it up.
I'll put a link.
And then they've got trailers too on there. Just so you can get,
trailers.
I'll put a link to it in the video.
So I highly recommend everybody check out Out of Shadows, man. We watched Fall of the Cabal documentary. That was 3 hours. This is only an hour and a half. So I mean,
it'll fly.
Yeah, but there's more parts to this.
Well, bro, I watch fucking comedy podcasts that are like an hour 13.
I used to listen to Joe Rogan when he was like 4 hours at a time, bro. Like on the daily, bro. Like I used to have no fucking life. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on the person. Sometimes I just gotta watch the clips.
I could listen to Joey Diaz for about 4 or 5 hours at a time. He can
He's
talk his ass off, man.
Bro.
I don't care. I'd be entertained.
I like listening to
Randall Carlson.
No, Theo Von and Brandon Shaw. They got one.
Man,
where they score on each other.
Theo Von, bro. With some people, I feel like he could be funny, but when he's by himself, he tries too.
Oh, I don't like him by himself.
Yeah, I feel like
no, I can't watch
too hard.
But when he's with somebody else and he's got ideas to bounce off of, that's his best.
He's one of those guys.
Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino.
Probably only good on teams. Bob again.
But I like Tiger Belly, but he's not by himself on Tiger Belly.
If you listen to him by themselves, you'd be like, they can't hold. They're good team players, but they're not team leaders.
Bill Burr, I think he's better on his own.
Oh, hell yeah. Bill Burr just talks shit.
Yeah.
He's real shit.
Whenever he's with other people, it's not as good as he
Bill Burr needs to get a little momentum, and then once he gets going, like Joey Diaz, you can't stop him.
Bro, I just saw a little clip that I showed my mom about Bill Burr, because she was reading the Michelle Obama book, right? And so he was talking about, vice president, or first ladies, right?
Michelle
Obama, she has a tour, in stadiums. She's like, she ain't going to
clubs.
I know. Right? There was a senator or somebody that just came out this straight up. She's a man.
Man, you can't be. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, bro. You show some evidence, but
even that video we saw where apparently she has a dick, and my mom saw that video too. When I tried, oh yeah, I saw that. I know. So she's like, oh yeah. So some people are like, yeah.
And they're probably like, is there a problem with that?
I mean, there kind of is. I mean, if you're telling me there was a presidency that was all a farce. You know what I'm saying? Where you had a president that might not have been American, and he might have had a wife that was transgender, and his whole cabinet was full of satanic pedophiles. Yes, there's a problem, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, talk about triggered.
Yeah.
Some of y'all might get triggered.
Yeah, real, bro.
Or they'll just be woke and start researching other shit. Like we did.
But I was gonna say, he was talking about, he's like, how does she look so young, but Obama looks so old? She probably laid in some Illuminati level lotion. Right? And she's just chilling there.
It's made out of the tears of children.
Yeah, and he's saying some shapeshifters all fucked up come in and trying to get him. She's like, hey, call Stevie Wonder to come sing for me. Be like, all right. And some weird shapeshifter. Her like, man, he knows what's up.
You think Stevie Wonder's blind?
Oh, I don't know.
That's something that people had brought up before.
Really?
That fool might not be blind. I said, damn. You know?
Well, I mean, you would think that you can reverse blindness now, right? If you can do.
Well, but he's been blind he's been blind for a while.
So maybe he was blind, and then they gave him his sight, but he's like, I'm not gonna stop this.
That'd be wild, right?
Yeah.
It'd be kind of fun too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just to fuck around with people.
Hell
and shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
You be because your standards are so low now. You don't have to do shit because people think you're blind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't wipe my own ass.
Yeah.
I'm blind.
Yeah. Come here, you got me. Oh, I can't see my shit.
Damn.
All right, I'm starting to sound like another podcast. I'm like, go ahead.
But then that's kind of what we're talking about. Comedians sometimes they're the realest ones because people don't take them serious.
Shout out to George Carlin. R.I.P. George Carlin.
R.I.P. man, one of the greatest.
One of the realest for sure.
Yeah, one of the realest. Not one of the funniest.
Hey, you know when I saw a clip, we didn't even notice. We saw Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You know, that drug.
Oh, they talk about adrenochrome.
Yeah, he did it. That was the one that really got him fucked up. The adrenochrome.
And it's in the book, too.
Oh, I didn't read
it. No, I didn't either, but I saw a post
about it. I wonder if the book is the same as the movie. Whatever. All right.
But they do talk about it in the book for sure.
So you were saying?
So it was known.
What were we saying? What were we talking about over there?
Comedians.
Oh yeah. They go ahead, keep going, fool.
Fucking realist. But now Hollywood's trying to distract us from the Tom Hanks and the Ellen. They're trying to throw Chris D'Elia under the bus, Joey Diaz under the bus.
They're trying to throw their guys who aren't A-list people under the bus, right?
They're trying to put the B-list.
This reminds me of the South Park movie where they had Operation Darkies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was that a movie? The first movie?
The South Park Uncut. Remember? Like they were going to war. Okay.
Oh, so, they put them in the front line.
Yeah. So right now, what Hollywood is doing is trying to take their darkies. You know, they're ones who aren't really in the cults, and we're trying to let y'all get run over to save us.
And Sam Tripoli was like, man, I'm glad Hollywood didn't like me from the beginning, bro.
That's what they need to do. Just leave.
They don't even need it.
You live right now. You're staying in Babylon. You might as well get out.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? It's Babylon. It's
2.0.
Yeah. You could bet that's what it is.
New York is close.
Hollywood and LA is its own world.
Bro, it has demons and it's fucking Los Angeles has the biggest population of incarcerated people. Someone
opened up a wormhole back in the 60s where just nothing but evil shit came out of there, and that's what that land has been populated by. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with LA. I don't fuck with Hollywood. I got love for California as a state. It's beautiful, especially Northern California. You know, all them giant redwoods and the beautiful sights and shit. I co-sign all that.
Just don't fuck around and get into one of those Bilderberg secrets. That's in Northern California too.
Yeah, you watch out hiking, you might run into one of them motherfuckers having a sacrifice. Yeah, like, oh shit.
Shout out to Alex Jones before they fucked with him, bro. He's the one that discovered that shit for everybody.
Sometimes I wonder about him, because he spits some shit, but sometimes he goes too far.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they fucked with him already. Like.
Yeah, but you see, knowing all that shit probably would turn you. Like us, think about if we couldn't tell anybody about the shit that we found out. You know what I'm saying? Think about the people who've been knowing about this shit and how they can't say shit. Think about living in Hollywood, knowing you can't, like, basically when you if you watch a documentary Out of the Shadows, you'll get how that guy felt. You know, this guy was a stuntman in Hollywood and he had friends in the industry.
Like that kid, he's not a kid now, he's old, but he came out talking about, what's his name?
What kid?
The famous one that came out talking about that pedophilia is the biggest problem in Hollywood. Guy Ritchie or something? Not Guy Ritchie. I don't know what his name is.
There's so many that said
I know.
But he's famous. Like, you'll know him if you see him.
Mel Gibson?
Nah, a young cat.
What movie?
He was in a lot of movies in the 80s where he was just young.
Oh, the crazy guy. Feldman? Damn.
Corey.
That's a tragedy though. Him and the other two Corys. Yeah, you had two Corys. I mean, they were pretty much getting passed around like a joint with these fucking pedophiles.
They fucked them up, bro.
It's fucked up. And you know what? It makes you think that Leo and Brad have been trafficked too, man. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? I feel like
because they were so young when they got in.
Oh yeah, especially Leo.
You think Macaulay Culkin is a
bro?
Yeah, look at him. I mean, the guy came out all strung out. You see how he looks? You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Like the Olsen twins. You know?
Fucking Harry Potter.
Nah, he got away. He did the same thing that the dude from Lord of the Rings, Elijah
Wood.
He did the same thing. They got money. They got lucky. Remember, there were these young kids that landed these roles in these seven part movies where they made a shitload of money. Where they took this money and instead of like saying I'm gonna go and join Hollywood and try to be cool like you, I'm gonna do my own thing. Yeah. And they do movies about shit that they care about, like dumb, like shit that we would consider not interesting, but it's what they like.
Artistic creative.
They're doing what they want to do, not what Hollywood tells them to, and because they can. That's why Hollywood don't like them. You know what I'm saying?
That's smart as fuck.
Yeah, it really is, and that's why they stopped those long movies with the kids, because they like some of these kids are getting too smart for the industry. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop that shit.
Right. But they're getting caught up.
No, Elijah Wood actually came out and said that Hollywood has a pedophile problem.
Oh, is that him
He
too?
actually came out and
see, he didn't say the word pedophile because he didn't want to get in trouble. But he said, there's a dark underbelly to Hollywood.
He kind of
don't
danced
put words in
around
people's mouths.
Well, I'm sorry, I saw it in the article.
I think Corey Feldman was the one that said it was pedophilia.
Oh yeah, he's been talking about that. But man, I think that dude is on that trigger shit because look, so he came out last year talking about it. He was going on interviews and everything, but then at the same time.
Feldman?
Yeah, Feldman, my bad. Corey Feldman.
He was just on Wendy Williams this morning.
And then, but this is what he was doing in between. He was doing these performances, these really shitty musical performances, and it's almost like I said,
like he's using it for
no, like they use it. Like this is how they got him controlled. They're like, okay, go ahead and talk shit, but when you come back here, we're gonna say this word. You're gonna go out there and do what we say anyway. You're gonna go out there and perform.
Gonna believe you.
Yeah. And it's so sad. It's sad. And see how you talked about right now. Like, how would it be to find this shit out and have everybody? That's how Corey has to feel. Not only that, but his homie got killed. You know, the guy that was getting passed around with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty sad, man. People should feel really bad for this dude. You know, because it's a sad thing. This dude is a victim, and he's been speaking out for years, and no one's listening. bro, it's gotta be sad. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's gotta take some. I mean,
they're all on drugs, bro. Yeah, they're all on drugs.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but I was gonna say he had to take some positivity that all this shit is coming out to light now.
I hate to look at it like this, but maybe you look at it as like you're a sacrificial angel. I know that sounds so mean to say, right? I mean, that sounds so mean. Yeah. I mean, we'll say, but you gotta call him what it is, right? You know, child of God, right? You. It's a sad thing, you know. Sad, you know. But yeah, you know, when we look back, he's gonna be one of the people need to recognize that he's one of the people that first put this out there. You know, yeah. You know, he was a victim, and he was still. It's crazy, bro. While he was in it, it's just mess. It's a mess.
I'm so glad, bro. Like I never got. Because you know when you're a kid, that's your dream. Most
become
kids
famous,
to become in Hollywood, become the best rapper, we have all these diamonds to be, and that was my dream, bro. And there was even a point in time where I was like, man, I'd sell my soul, you know. Damn. I'm so glad that.
So many people feel like that though, bro. Really, real shit.
Oh yeah, I got a message from some fake ass, and I know a friend of mine got this message too. What? Some Illuminati shit, bro.
When?
On Instagram, like last night. I got some positive shit where somebody was like, I really appreciate your page, that you're doing positive shit. I got this one chick, stop putting negative shit or stop putting fake shit out there. I said, look, I don't know if the QAnon is true or not. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if it is. I put that right there in the quote because I want people to.
So let's see, Illuminati reached out.
So the Illuminati supposedly says, greetings from the Illuminati Temple of Light. I, on behalf of the society, have seen you worthy spiritually and have been acknowledged. I am here to make a request to recruit you as a member of the Illuminati Society. Message the Grand Master on WhatsApp.
So the the Illuminati message you on Instagram to get on WhatsApp?
right. Which is the app that my aunt uses for Mexico.
Yeah, let me click this person. Leo Liz 3289. Let's see. They have one picture, but they look. One post, 151 followers. Let's see. Can you see who they follow? Are you allowed to see that? Let's see what kind of shit they follow. You see anything interesting other than random people here?
Just regular people. And I showed my mom, she's like, yeah, they probably just did that because of the stuff he shared. And I was like, but if they saw the stuff I shared, they know I'd be anti-Illuminati.
You said we go undercover, right? You could be the man. You could be the canary in the coal mine. We'll send you to go recruit Illuminati. You can, get back to us. You know what I'm saying?
I'm too scared.
Yeah, anyhow, that's pretty weird, right? Chris got a message from Illuminati.
And I saw somebody else did that too. Bro, and now this girl said I look like a friend that she met in Spain.
What the fuck? She met some girl. Wait. Some girl messaged you just to tell you that?
Bro, okay, so this is interesting to me. You know how I told you about this girl in Romaine Maintenance that I'm interested in, that she's talking to somebody?
Yes, sir. Getting real on this podcast
now that I'm getting messages on Facebook from females. I'm getting messages from Instagram from females. And I was like, oh, look at the devil.
This is just Chris trying to announce my game is back, guys.
Well, I always felt like it's always like when you're talking to somebody or have a girlfriend, at least in my experience.
That more girls want to come talk to you.
And I'm like, you know what? Even though this girl might not even like me like that, I'm going to keep my conscience clear and not talk to these girls.
My homie at work told me the same thing today. He's like, bro, I've made this thing to try to be better. I'm not trying to watch less porn. I'm not going to try and fuck around with girls. I want to find actual something, right? Something meaningful with the girl. And he's like, bro, and yesterday, this girl who I fucked her once, bro. He's like, super fine. But she's been unavailable for like the last 3 months. She texted me, she called me, and she Snapchatted me. He goes, bro,
that's the three right there.
He's like, bro,
Holy Trinity.
He's like, bro, I was so ready to go and get some pussy. But he's like, but then I realized that no, this is temptation. He's like, because what I just told you, I want to be a better dude, but here's temptation coming right in my face. And I said, you know what that is? That's future you talking to you. And he goes, you're right. See, maybe that's the thing there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you should resist that. I mean, obviously you should resist that temptation.
And it's not like, and I know myself.
Do you?
So I know now that it's like, okay, I don't have money to be just going on dates and shit. I'm not
Fuck money for that. Fuck money, bro. The world's all broke right now.
Yeah.
You don't need money.
No, And I act broke even though I have a little bit of money. And I've been doing, I cut back on bud. I've been meditating more. Yeah. Reading.
Bro, I remember before I started smoking weed, I was actually meditating hours a day. And some of the shit that some of the experiences I went through during meditation, it's way better than smoking weed sometimes, bro. Like the universe.
I'm not there yet.
I was on like
cloud 11.
Like the opposite of adrenochrome, like the good adrenochrome, from universe. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. You feel so clear, so happy, so powerful.
It's And it feels good like to wait till because that day where I told you I was trying not to smoke. Father's Day. I waited till like 5.
You went dry on Father's Day?
Till 5.
Till 5. That's still a lot. What time did you wake up?
I wake up early.
All right, yeah, that's saying a lot.
My dreams, bro. My dreams have been so vivid lately.
Damn.
And I don't know what's.
You wanna speak one out?
Well, I had one with I've had a couple with my ex, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna.
The one, your baby mama?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not worry about that.
But I had one. Damn, I'm trying to remember. There was this one.
Shout out to Chris' baby mama. She's a nice lady.
She's very cool, but she's happily married.
But yeah, we keep the past in the past. That's what we.
Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly.
Right.
No shake to anybody.
There was one, bro, where it was like we were in like I don't know who I was with, but this is all I can remember was like I was in a paddy wagon, but like an ancient, like maybe the Templar times, and I was arrested, and I saw somebody that wasn't arrested, but they were doing it too, and I didn't snitch.
They were doing what?
We got arrested for something, and I don't know what it was for. I don't remember that.
So you knew that this person you were looking at had done something too, but they didn't get caught, only you.
Right.
Okay.
Shit, and then maybe they were gonna like help me get out or something.
Okay, but they didn't.
And then it just that I need to start writing my dreams.
You might have been peering into a past life. You know, another life your soul has lived.
Yeah.
Cause check this out, bro. There have been moments where I'll be closing my eyes. It'll be nighttime. It's only after 9 is a magic time for me. What I call it. After 9 is when that kind of shit will start happening. You start getting those crazy thoughts and shit, like past lives. So anyhow, there's been a few times where I'll nod off on the couch or on the bed. You know, it'll be kind of late, and I'll just nod off. But what I'll be seeing is like I'm in another life. Like there's people who I don't know here, but I know that I know them. You know, like
do you recognize me?
Yeah. Like I'm like I know you.
Locations too.
But then when I think for real, I'm like, wait, no. But when I think it's me, when I think it's Vino, when I think of whoever the visual I am, I'm like, I know you, and I know you have connection to me. But when I think it's Vino, I'm like, bitch, who the fuck is this? And I'll wake up. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be like, I just thought this person was my wife. I don't, you know, like what? Or I thought this person was my family member. And they're not. You know, I know that this. You know what I'm saying?
Reality.
In a past life. That's what I believe personally. No, it could be anything. Might just be a fucking dream. I might just broke it 2 more damn weeks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you. I co-sign your experience there.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. And I be waking up like sweating, bro. And also I heard that like 3 o'clock in the morning is like the angel hour or something. Sometimes I wake up, bro, and I look at my phone 3:33.
I heard it was the reverse. I heard that 2 o'clock was the holy hour and 3 o'clock was like the evil hour. They switched it because but that was in this movie I saw by Exorcism. But it might just be bullshit. It's Hollywood, so it's
I really think all numbers. Like even 666, I think there's some synchronicity when you see. So they call them angel numbers.
Well, yeah, you know, 666 just means the feminine. You know, they only demonized it because surprise, we live in a world where the patriarchy rules. So of course they're gonna try to demonize the woman.
And I think it's carbon or oxygen. Something is 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons.
And that's life. So how can it be evil? How can it be satanic? You know You know, some people might even tell you, sex is not a real entity.
I wanted to talk about that. I don't know if you want to talk about that here.
I mean, we talked about love. Might as well go ahead. You know, break it down.
I still
religious corner.
I still think I haven't been convinced that Satan doesn't exist.
You think Satan exists?
I think it's possible that he exists. So
you believe that there's like how it exists? How do you think Satan exists? How do you picture him existing, or her, or it?
I mean, it goes back to the Bible. I think that God kicked him out. He's like a shapeshifter.
Fuck out of
reptilians.
Yeah.
Having sex with people, running the world now.
Yeah.
You know.
So you think that all these people, at the end of the day, maybe they report the highest levels. They report to some legit living being that's the devil? Or how do you see that?
Possibly. Yeah. I just think he existed.
You see Constantine, the movie? The one with Keanu Reeves? Is that how you think it is? Oh, damn it, Chris! Bro, I say damn it, Chris,
because there's so many movies I haven't seen.
Because I'll bring up a reference to a movie that I've seen that I think everybody should have seen. I'm gonna list the movies that Chris has not seen, by the way, so far. Okay. Terminator 2. Right. What the fuck?
Right.
V for Vendetta. King of New York. I'm gonna give you that. King of New York is a gangster classic.
British, right?
No, King of New York, that's rock and roll. King of New York is the movie with Christopher Walken and Larry Fishburne from like 91. This one. The one we just talked about was
Constantine.
Constantine. Like, there's so many movies I bring up. I gotta show you this, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll add that to the list. But yeah,
okay.
And Constantine, the devil is like he might exist in hell, but he can come to Earth and he has a personality. And that the Constantine, the movie, the premise is about trying to stop the son of the devil from doing some really evil shit. It's a good ass movie. Shout out to Constantine.
That's a DC comic book too, right?
It is from way back in the 80s, early 90s.
Have you heard the news about the DCEU that they're bringing Michael Keaton back?
What?
They're gonna in the Flash movie. They're gonna bring in multiverses.
Are they gonna do that Flash from the Justice League?
I don't know.
I hope not.
But it's setting it up for Batman Beyond movie. They're gonna have a Thomas Wayne. Like it sounds legit, bro. I'm getting kind of excited about the DCEU.
Look, I'm just excited about the Justice League remake or whatever,
Snyder,
and the Batman.
Apparently that's gonna be like on its own, like the way Joker.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's two things that I'm excited for. But
yeah, but it's not like canon for DCEU.
Oh, so
Pattinson Batman.
It's not. It's a whole other thing. It's like it's like Nolan shit. Right.
Yeah. Or the Joker supposedly is on its own.
Yeah, it's like there's like 4 different Jokers they have in the DCEU. You know what I'm saying?
But in the comic books, doesn't he find out there's more than there's like
there's universes. Yeah, he does. He always does. You know, he's a Joker. Yeah, always causes shit. Right now they're going to hell. That's what DC's doing right now.
The metal shit, right?
Yeah, they're going to hell. They're basically just trying to. I hate to say it. I love DC, but they're pandering to people who like the Joker who laughs or Batman who laughs. You know what I'm saying?
They're capitalizing on that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's shitty writing, but they're only doing it because they're like, well, this character's hot. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DC. I love you more than Marvel.
It's still cool though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I haven't read that, but it looks dope. It's a combination of Batman and Joker, right? Kind of the Batman.
Yeah, it's the Batman. It's weird. It's in another universe, right? Another universe, what the Batman's parents didn't get shot. In another universe, he got shot. And his mom went absolutely batshit crazy.
No pun intended.
Yeah. And she went crazy, and like, I forgot, man, who is the Batman? It's not Bruce Wayne, I don't think, because he got shot.
Is it Robin?
Is it his mom? Oh, you know what? I need to actually go investigate, because I can't tell you who the Batman who laughs actually is.
But isn't it the Joker?
Let me look it up. Yeah, the Joker's Batman, but who? You know what I'm saying? Let me look it up. Yeah, bring up something else. Hey, Romo, come here. Come talk with Chris real quick. All right, podcast with the podcast.
So, you still watch porn, or you? I cut back.
This is the Candid Confessions Corner.
Right. I cut back. Bobby Lee said that when he got out of AA this last time, he stopped watching porn because he said that he found out that a lot of those porn stars are products of they were either molested or sometimes they were, I don't know.
See, here's how I told my boy about. Oh, I'm gonna jump in on this one. I guess I
got another theory about porn stars too.
Because I told my boy about. We talked about it. I started watching porn a little while ago too, and I told my boy like why I kind of started getting out of it and wasn't get to them. Because see, look, like you said, it was kind of obvious that most of these chicks are on drugs and like probably just like. They're not exactly fucking making this video because I want to fuck. You know, I feel like some of the girls back in the day when I watched porn. I'm 31, so I started watching porn like early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of those girls were professional. Like they could fuck. Like their thing was they wanted to fuck.
Like they work out.
Yeah, like no, they want to fuck. Like these girls. I'm not saying they want to fuck, but they gotta get drugged up and pilled up before. These girls didn't. Like the girls I used to watch, you could tell these girls are like
all natural.
Yeah, all natural.
I mean, in the 70s, you had the boys. They weren't like taking pills and shit.
Yeah, and these girls aren't. They're not. They might be like part of they might be being pimped, right? But no one's like. You know what I'm saying? It's different, right? So I get a different vibe, basically.
Yeah, and it's interesting, bro. Cause like, all right. So I had this theory, because I always thought, because I knew about the satanic organization and a lot of kids went missing and sometimes they would impregnate them for sacrifices. I didn't know about adrenochrome back in the day. But then I thought, okay, what if some of these porn stars were raised by Illuminati and they were, manipulated and made to be porn stars, and then I noticed some of them have certain tattoos that don't make sense. There's this one who has like a Mickey Mouse. And what if like the tattoo is like who owns them? There's one who has like a 15 right here, all right, just for no reason. And so what if these markings are like, okay, that's a Disney porn star or somebody from Disney owns it?
With like I said, the way that I feel that the porn industry is, I feel like most of these girls are like part of, like they've been trafficking since little girls. You know what I'm saying?
Like they were raised to be in.
Yeah, like they were MK Ultra and all this bullshit. Like there's a trigger word to make you go and take your clothes off and let yourself get fucked. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. I feel
the whole sex kitten thing. Did you ever look into that? Because
tell me about it. Tell me about the sex kitten thing.
So like like Ariana Grande, and there was a lot of with the Monarch thing. the monarch butterfly was used for MK Ultra as symbolism, but the sex kitten thing, I don't know. I forgot. It was a while back when I learned about it, but they try to use that as like symbolic or something.
Okay, I found the origin of the Batman Who Laughs. I'm ready. Well, you can, but this is.
I tried that because I don't really know what I'm talking about now.
All right, well, I'm going. So you asked about the Batman Who Laughs and who he really is. So I looked up, the proper origin story. So here's what it is. The Batman Who Laughs is a version of Batman from another part from the basic DCU multiverse. In that reality, the Joker learns of Batman's identity of Bruce Wayne and kills most of Batman's other rogues, along with Commissioner Gordon. So he kills all of Batman's squad. He then subjects thousands of Gotham City citizens to the chemical that transformed him, subsequently killing several parents in front of their children, with the goal of turning them into a combination of himself and Batman. When Batman grapples with the Joker, it results in Joker's death as Batman is exposed. Batman dies because he's exposed to a purified form of the chemicals that turn him into a new Joker, one with Bruce Wayne's intelligence and the physical strength, and the Joker's psychopath and warped sense of humor.
Wow.
The process proves irreversible by the time Batman discovers what's happening to him. The Batman Who Laughs proceeds to take over, killing off most of his allies and turning his son into a mini Joker, and recruiting the children infected by the Joker toxins as his rabid Robins. Oh. The Batman Who Laughs seems to be the leader or second in command of Barbados' Dark Knights, and there you go. Yeah, see?
Lit, bro.
Yeah, they went pretty far with that.
I want to see that animated. Like a movie.
Oh yeah, a lot of people do. Like they just did The Last Laugh. The Last Laugh should have been done like decades as a cartoon. You know what I'm saying? It won't work as a movie. I still haven't seen it though. I still haven't seen it. Right?
They made it into a show?
Robin kills, right?
No, they made it into a movie. Like an animated movie.
It's an R, ain't it? Like rated R?
Yeah. That's if you read that comic, it's dark. Yeah. It's pretty dark. All right, so that's it. So should I go watch some porno shit?
Nah, bro. So I mean,
Sex Kitten, Ariana Grande. Yeah, where are we going?
I don't know. I'm getting hungry.
For knowledge?
For food. Where we at? I mean, because I don't know enough about the sex. I just know that it's a thing in the industry.
Hey, we're about to come back and check.
Yeah.
It's 47 minutes.
It's not bad, bro.
Yeah, it was just me and you, too. I feel like Roman was over there most of the time. He was fixing that shit over there.
I mean, I'm not going to interrupt y'all's fucking conversation.
Oh, look, Roman's basically trying to say, I let the adults talk.
Dang.
I guess we'll call it on that.
I kid. Romo is he's a good listener.
Romo is like 35 and it's so.
See, he's working on it. See,
25.
He sees the back and forth and shit, and one day he's just gonna start talking and I'll shut up and be like, yeah, see, there you go.
Like, shut up, Romo.
No, I gotta learn watching y'all, man. Plus, the high historian does have to learn how to talk a lot. He wants to have his own solo podcast. You know what I'm saying? High historian don't have Vino or Crow.
Look out for that, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are excited for that, bro.
Yeah. There's a big booty delay right now.
Big booty hoes.
Yeah.
No, I actually got the outline done. I just gotta get it fucking recorded.
He said that 2 months ago. All right, guys. That's enough for this episode. All right. Anything else you want to say?
Peace, love, and happiness. Positive vibrations.
No, I ain't gonna say
Hey, look at him.
Peace.
You're not prepared. No, just kidding.